Absolutely. I was really shocked by this. I think, let's go back to last year in 2025. We saw this same version in a House and a Senate companion, I believe, and we were able to kill this because I did not ever believe or support that we should have non-citizens being law enforcement officers that have the ability to arrest individuals that are citizens in the United States. So what happened was is I dropped an amendment that brought different language that would take commissioned police officers out of this, would not give them authority to be hired if they were non-citizens. And then even on top of that, we got some language in this, and I just want to read it because this talks about the correction officers, yes, deputy prosecutors, and a couple other firefighters and stuff like that. But it specifically says verification of immigrant or citizenship status as a citizen of the United States or a person who is legally authorized to work in the United States under federal law. That is huge. So if you're not legally authorized under federal law to work here, you can't be hired for any of those other positions. But again, law enforcement officers with arrest powers are taking out of this. It's a win-win, I think, for law enforcement, for all of Washington State. It allows King County to have their correction officers in that type of status, but non-arrest powers. And I think it's a huge important win for this. And the fact that the majority party, the Democrats, came across the aisle and said, hey, we're willing to take your Stryker amendment if you drop these other ones, which were mostly talking points for our caucus, which was important. They wanted to be able to voice their concerns and their opinions on this. My yes vote for it was what we worked in good faith, but it also has to go back to the Senate for concurrence. We want them to concur and pass this bill as is because I don't believe it's a detriment to Washington State. Now we're going to have to keep an eye on this in the future because they could come back and try to do this. But I think this is a balance. It's a win-win. But there are some opposition out there that have been emailing me and attacking me on social media and a couple other members, but they're not reading the fine print. They don't know what was changed. If you go off the title alone, it's not good alone. But good work. Opposed this before, but I think this is a bill that we can all live with. Thank you.